Premo Atu, a higher peace, 104.3 FM, okay, 101.7 neat, 100.9. Yawa ship house Wabeka Junction Accra, hello, 101.5 Wedum, Kumasi. Oh my ma, Yamamunina. A brother says some of your no Ghana has said in performance to the Bremo. Now ye prem to break a CA free piece of so sanwa. And I'm radio stations bro ha edunum so Ghana has say niamonone. A live for hot digital radio so London. A live war Unity Radio so Worcester, Massachusetts. Official social media handles no. Ye were Peace 104.3 FM and a Peace FM online. Facebook ediano no YouTube. Ye were Despite Media. And somewhere dinama we no ebini.
Agadi fon kabamuko Trade Union Congress and penny for upper where you might for any swadi hunontoma. A workers manifesto, which now so as a binding in penny for say. Or mine is say no one funka who be named no my Ghana into me engineer branding, Sika Afum. Perfecter of Sentiment Foundation, they you quite and share abayase, na you penny for a bomb rashibeja for basopa, so share when this swadi hunu, one trimupo, and one can't qua or debois, nipa fa who dia, a quenimupa. Asante kotoko hene na se tutu abebiu e de kokobo e ma ahemfo ai swan e chesi kadwa kofi nyina se wonim na asase ba ko otoma nipa mienu miensa na ho sem bipie nanimu a oni wo bika
Midday micha hantan yeji akonwa de boy po mempe wato asase ama obi ko ba ya wato mienu safa na de man ro asa akoto
na numu ho e na wona wosi ahene e wan pipia manyuku numu koto oba ade pa openyina wosusu say wontu franka emfama amanyoku no se openyina ya pa no awie aka wonua obebo openyina na chidom na Ghana fo bi akire wona dwen edi afa ho
osaichi mesa busu majority leader no omofa na obetimi abo na ama matimi awini
ompa Kennedy ane epo no na se o pata no ye
ena ye ukwada idi community watch ye de baba besumu na ne ehe na yekọ yegina poema ntemu ebuakwa north mensini ni mu yefiri ho no mu a yetufa akwa kopie mu e wo denchembo mensini no emu oni yentina nkruto be na ne be ka mo asem
apem say yefo no mo sere kwa kasebo no mo seda MTN the 4G plus by internet or fastest connectivity choose it Tablenet MTN wo baby a wo bi entinimra everywhere you go. Susie about 4 CB men capsules ye meme yo junso me ye bike me muhwehwaya ase dondon ebekọ. CB women oba kwa feature out ya wen kabone wa hemfie wadru nonum. Ye de CB sopia pedicure siesie na ho ye fe. E wo pharmacy ne chemical stores 0247 111671 and 0246 578750. Yenko Levels Herbal Limited. Levels natural capsules ye dro ye boama bema sebisi anu atiato bema wabo 69 na hodini ni hosisi ya de abeko akire eno nti waware egu makao kasakwa de ohia Levels natural capsules obanso atenkaja ne dumu a Levels na ohia mpanifo adro ye tuton repash ne Colinac Kumase 0599 056 033 and 0599 670 402. This way chocolate drink. Cocoa son faso kain. Ewie de ohia ka ho a. Eni sushi. Aken kai fo a mote yenken. Eye me. Nana ya kunedu menen.
Sadat Mohammed. Ensem no munchire mu enie. Emra sibejafo asitena mu no enala dade kotopon bra sibejani wonumanyamfo Vincent Odutei ebisa se na anum honom no e kame akwa ese e poaso che boba fie no e kwosoro pa wo magane mu na hyehyɛ ye ben na aban de agu apono so a wona poaso che ese wona japade ese wona fiefie no aban ye de bepe anopomasi bre na ensembese wonumanyamfo ebisa ye ena ma wosoafo a woda enyuma ena dansi aso ye na no Urumanyamfo Francis Asenso Boachi eyi ano say aban de hye egu apono so pa ene enye hye yewa a enche bebre nu nkrotu ahodo a de dampo anu nyina no aban de bekọ wo moa ene wo hwe baabi etisa no mabo Cape Coast Dansoman ena aboade say a aboya ni tua se paso chi ne bo a ene eboba fie pa mahamanfo japade na chese ebubu ni sa poaso chi timi bo na kodo ade be che na kodo ayera ni nyina no aboya ni tua aban de hye egu apono so a sea defense no aban eye o chem se aboya fira sha ye nkrotu dodo na ade de amom na emom sika na aka me akwa ese eho akwa atwe kakra ena aban timi nwiyeye obo no manyamfo na no hoba se wonta mu chuku Ghana aban tin naye sea defense project no aban beye ema nkrotu ahodo de dampo ano no wonso won ho atumi aha mo bra po asoche ebebo.
Global climate change and other human factors including sand winning. Sea level rise caused by climate change has accelerated erosion and recession of most sandy beaches globally, and Ghana's coast is not an exception. Coastal erosion poses a significant threat to residents in these communities. However, government remains committed to addressing these challenges as demonstrated in several coastal protection projects, both completed and ongoing across the country, including one at Abuazi, Komenda, Elmina, Cape Coast, Anomabo, Dansoman, and Ningo Prampra.
Urumanyamfo Francis Asenso Boachi echire mu se wo hwe adampata mu honum se ya ene wonde ne de enche bebire obehunu se adwumadie befirase wo mpo ano ahodo esanse omode no abeya hunu se abiri bia prosoche ne bebo no ha de hye ne bebire enche bebire ade hye wo adane ne patam obehunu se contractor beba po ano ahodo a sea defense no ye befiri wonde ase.
A coastal protection project in Adan West District has already been conceived. The project is expected to tackle the coastal erosion challenges along the Adan West coastal communities, protect lives, livelihoods, and properties, as well as essential infrastructure for the devastating effect of sea erosion. My ministry, through the Ghana Hydrological Authority, is taking the project through the requirements of the Public Financial Management Act 2019. Mr. Speaker, we understand the urgency of this issue and share the concerns of residents of Adan West District. My ministry will continue to engage the Ministry of Finance on this matter and other projects necessary to protect our shoreline and essential infrastructure along the coast.
Also forward den nyuma ena dansie aso ena no Urumanyamfo Francis Asenso Boachi openyene yene ena muti William Gentu wani Emmanuel Akwale ena boabo amane boyi ano.
Ghana Jumayefo Batai Trade Union Congress ene kane mampeni John Dramani Mahama akwakohia. Na enhyiamu no eye efanefa yentrase ne emfa adwene ne bi. Eho na TUC trefo Dr. Yabadi to dwase. Baby o my Ghana gina sese no. Ehia san hyehyɛ no ayede ɛyɛ ɔman no ho ade sikasɛmum obroni fra no microeconomic policy yɛhwɛ na yɛdan dani efrise baabi ayegina sese ne paa de yenyina yie wɔsesa wo hwɛ hyehyɛ no ayede pri yeye sikasɛmum no a yɛnhyɛ dan ne nyina so papa bi fapem bi yɛ boa ma adwuma yɛ biebie adwuma emu tretre etimi ɛkɔ nanim bi eti ebre bia no na sikasɛm no ayɛ kotokoi.
Within the macroeconomic framework that we have been pursuing for the past 40 years or so, employment creation is missing. So you see political party manifestos. Then the only thing you see is the cover. They have said that, to create jobs. Sometimes you see the title and you see it's an afterthought. Why? Because our macroeconomic policy framework doesn't have employment creation as one of the key areas. You know the assumption, let us stabilize the economy, let's grow, let's have single-digit inflation, let's have positive balance of payment, and employment will follow. In the last 40 years, we know that is a lie. We need to change the macroeconomic policy framework. It has to change. Macroeconomic policy must focus on addressing the employment challenge through sectoral diversification, upgrading of human capacities, and improving public infrastructure to ensure equity in standards of living for all Ghanaians. At this stage of our economic development, policy must not be welded to any rigid set of principles as contained in the Washington Consensus.
Dr. Yaba Amano Asoho. Wakyerɛkyerɛ hia pass on my Ghana mu yɛdan dan sikasɛm ne adwuma yɛ ɛne ho totoɛ no ani ɛfiri sɛ yɛgyina hɔ sɛ siɛsa ɔman no yɛsikasɛm no ɛgyina bɔnhwa kɔɔtia sɛ ɛgye kekrɛ ɛbɛdwira gu.
In 2000, Ghana's economy was said to be at crossroads. That was the time our economy was facing some turbulence. The value of the cedis was falling like stone thrown from heaven. Inflation and cost of living were rising and Ghanaians were suffering. This was 2000. And we understood the crossroads to mean that where Ghana was at the time, any miscalculated move could send the country in the wrong direction. No wonder President Kufuor at the time declared Ghana a heavily indebted poor country. Today, Ghana is not at crossroads. Rather, the country is actually standing at the edge of a cliff. Therefore, any move in the wrong direction could send the country down the cliff, and we may not survive the fall. Obviously, something went wrong in our economic management. That is why we are where we are today. We have to change direction and move away from the cliff by any means possible. We have no choice. Every Ghanaian must get involved to save Ghana from economic collapse.
Onipoka say Dr. Yauba, Secretary General Trade Union Congress, and I watch us on minus no ejina ekuno akwano pe. It is a science anu and few on de beko dichi. It was a short one kam. Kanema Penny John Dramani Mahama so kasaye, the other two ja NSM. Said dambe be or baba your mampenia, and now ha ye din kawana memo munum. Free SHS and Shishana was so share no boachre a dan and ni anyasa in Sembeha.
Within the first 100 days of coming into office, we will convene a stakeholder summit that brings together educationists, experts, teachers, parents, students, and opinion leaders to deliberate on how to improve the implementation of the free SHS system and also improve the quality of our basic education, because that's where it all begins. We will return Ghana to the regional exams conducted by the West African Examinations Council so that it will be possible to compare the performance of our children with our English-speaking neighbors in the sub-region. Right now, we write a local Ghana exam. We mark our own script and we give ourselves high marks and we tickle ourselves and we're laughing that things are improving. If you don't have any benchmark to compare, how can you tell you are improving? We'll promote sports, tourism, and the creative arts as avenues of job creation. We'll incentivize the service sector to promote its fast growth and its contribution to GDP.
Kane Mampeni John Dramani Mahama Salamat Kuku Pinto Amani Boni.
Akoso mbo dam ayenche bebre mpenufo bie ye na enkrutu ahodo a atwa dam no ho hye wani atutugu wonsemo no. Ama okododo na ekwa adehye ne moa World Health Organization and United Nations Agency wo hwapomde ho nsem kae so aka wonto ma pam ho a adehye no wo bekọ wo moa na wotirem se moa yi wo de befa so ye hwapomde ho nsem so na ato adehye wo lower volta akosumbo dam no ama wonani atutu ogu nsem wo kwae ma na wontimi nkodwa so no na won so no wonya bibi na wode wana brabo atumi aye ekwempenfo tirim se enye Ghana nko a oman bi obekọ ahohiahia mu no okọ moa enti na oba be ye de ama Ghana no enye adefoforo. Dr. Francis Kasolo openyini ginamu de ma World Health Organization o ma Ghana mu ne kasa yemu no na wo kyeremu se won krata mu no wonyane ntie semansi ne bako enkunu wo mantam yensem o ma Ghana mu na koso mbodam obi ye no amawadi ensenseme na okuta wonsem akade niam bi e bebo apomuden for medical supplies bi 8 tons and wode ma so ya ehwa apomuden ho nsem so se won so we mu ansabrepam no akade foforo nam kwan so a eba
and commiserate with the Minister of Health and the government of Ghana on the floods that have occurred in Ghana. And so in this courtesy call, she was able to mobilize resources to donate a number of medical products that will be distributed in these areas that have been affected by the floods here in Ghana. Yes, we do have the specific amount, the total in US dollars of the commodities that are being donated are about 65,000 US dollars, which is roughly almost 800,000 Ghana cedis. But it's not about the money. It's really about what these commodities are going to do. that is important. These commodities are going to alleviate the challenges that colleagues and friends and families are facing in the drought, or rather the flooded areas. And so it is that with that heart that WHO donates these commodities.
Dr. Francis Kasolo, opinion yejina mu de ma wiase nkabomuko World Health Organization ewo my Ghana mu. Ne kasa akire no oswafo a wada apomodian so na no urumanyamfo koku agimamanu opinion ebo World Health Organization na United Nations Agency ko impenu fa baso say Akan de ode ma Ghana yemodu esum yebo pa na bi nam kwaso banso a impinfo enhwe se ba be kan Ghana sa na emom ne yakani ensa kan de ye ni aso a ye do mase bebre.
So when you are aware, I sound the notices of floods as Ghana. Until WHO soon to work a cry, the beba, the pa at ranchemo affect one casino. The manubina or the Brian. Infusion fluids, a drone and swine nipa, and cholera kits, and then no kakranka crack. Arabia a waterborne diseases to say. Floods no bit media bano. As many as about 8 tons of support, logistics and medicines. Now one day Abraham. See, my Ghana Health Service for the account preparedness. Our way the combat problems are even from the floods.
Apomodin so afo onumanyamfo kwaku agimamanu opinene yene ena etwagu ye Prince Bafwa Samoa na manebo enie.
Attorney General tena ye any ekwa watu di Pause Foundation enye sika emu achitaye for United Nations Population Fund amenunti mpenifo akwakotena siesi koso ede ehwese ehyeha hodo amamemu ye yede fa dasan ye ene ne fa hodie ho no o my Ghana susudua ye daso ehon toto a ye ene susua ye de kokko kasa abadwako ni hyemu ho no ye de den ena ekro ne ye fa ede efri hen afi 2017 ebremu no ebra Ghana ye UN Universal Periodic Review de na etoso enan ye hwe sade adasan ye fa hodie ho senka ye tienti se ye de wa hen ene ye esusua ben ye so ye de eboa ama nsemu hwehwemu a wo ye edefa ye ho na yetimi esi ho gina ye no yetimi agina emu brane we senti abedwafo tena ase ewo poema ntemu kofodua efa adwen na adwen fa ne fa baby so okọ ekakosi baby a obi ayebone a ye ma ye kokosen no anaso ye bua ne kunfo se ye nkokunu a osusu ho se emrei efri mu anka eye.
Your friend implementation plan. Recommendations are you receive on 298. No, you be share near civil society, attorney general, and a buy mu or more also more share your far who deal. Abishia say, yen draw be a friend implementation plan. And so there, you be to media jinaso, aboa, emasa human right recommendations now you receive in Nina Konkai. Ghana editumu third cycle no, so omobeye 212 recommendations or mujitumu. The oman jantum not death penalty count. So oko amasai kubata ya Ghana's francaso say yade say impo yanje antum say ye behwe say be yi death penalty no so obi kum obi a ye be kum no ye be yi afi ho no Ghana bone ho modern e de mrako parliament nan say ma ye nyina ye hu say that death penalty no about 95% has been repealed and as ye afi has been abolished and nti e yade e wo say ye konkan.
Afei Jonathan Osewusu ekasa fanhyemu na enu hyemu yi ene adwena wo mo efa afa emofra emma neduafo adwumayefo ne omanfo yi ye ho yi esonfa so.
Nemo Yesusu a human right and air con and answer air conditioning and no compensate pacing when Ghana ye my recommendation mako 298 by 101 countries. Amahudo be brave were interested so on Ghana human rights and a review. Out of it, Ghana edge 265 etum emu 33 de Ghana and Giantum 33 no man Giantum ni jina a mani mema ehu right no asem but the eka any de Ghana Giatum so omo behwe se ema ye die be konkan ema participation in politics be koso enkwala fa ahudie omo behwe se ebeko ye prisoners fa ahudie so ba beto odwa na yeto bi mo kan am se business and human right Ghana ye hu se ye kan business and human right and ye kan environment galamse agi yensuo agi asase eye right and it is a Ghana anhwe enwoma bi eto sin na ya mo ye hu moden na ya ma business and human right na ye environment no right na anko kan a eda bi beba Ghana be pride yourself say ye democratic and you respect human right nenso na eye paper so
Onipa okasei Jonathan Osewusu ne de achi na de ofri attorney general tena ye ba Ewura George Tetesaki anyway etoso
Ghana's human rights record over the years has been envied by many states, and I must say that even though the state did not accept the recommendations on death penalty from the previous cycle, we are all happy to know that through a private member bill, the death penalty has been abolished by Parliament by about 90%. This came along with the witchcraft bill, which has also come to an end, ceasing the humiliation that we subject our elderly women to. Human rights are a process, and government is committed to promote and protect the rights of all manner of persons, leaving no one behind. It is refreshing to know that NMRF, under the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice, has been empowered to look at reporting to the UN and implementing all recommendations.
Michael Akrofi Amanibo ini.
Na no mo na mfonye bi pie social media so a ohunu se mrantie mienu ensu afomo na yeyi omo de afiri nsu mu saa na mrantie mu enu hwehwemu kirem se woje ntete ewo Adan High School woda boarding anaso wo ye boarding student general art na wusua ewo school mu hono na enano kwasiada school yi omo ye osom Sunday service na mrantie mienu yi omudwane ye free school mo no mu kirem se Sunday service no osom na nyaade obekwa ase ene so koko dware ye ewo Volta River no mu ofufia ntwata wantumi ansa wachi amma school no mu na unit committee chairman oboaye na emrantie otimi yi omu free nsuo mu Owura Joseph Roxin amonote ne kasem na wo kirem se oya farefo enti oposo no hunu se ase obi atade ne namunso no so saa okohwe ya ye nipa abrantie na chese nsu afa ne saa no wo yi no no se hu se nye ono nkwan foforo so nam ba bi saa ono so da nsu nani okoyi wo mu ntiache no wo hunu se woje ntete ewo Adan High School obo amane ni sei.
School guys were dragged into the river Volta, and I quickly have to run to the riverside and see what is going on as the unit committee chairman in the area. And I'm also a diver in this Volta lake. I dive on this Volta lake. So we rush in here and we see that we saw their clothes and things around, their slippers and things, but we didn't see the human bodies. So we ran, got our machines, and then we have to dive around where they said they were bathing. So God being so good, within the period of 30 minutes, we found their dead bodies in the river, and we have to draw them back to the river bank so that the body can be conveyed to the mortuary. So we did that. From there, we moved to the place for our reports. They also came here with the school authorities.
Openyina mutini ni unit committee chairman Owura Joseph Roxin amanote ne kasa emu no na school impen fo chirim se amanfo keka se Adan High School no ensuo ni ho na ensuo ni ho nti na adusuafo no wo fa anema anaso wo bucket etisi monten so a na chese wo kwa akopɛ nsuo school impen fo chirim se sansem amanfo keka no kura bi anim na efiri ba bia Adan High School wo ekɔ ba bia ensuo fa amofra no kwansini nso 7 kilometers emu wadodo se ensuo no mpo ekotwa wo skum ho no ma ba bi omkasa nsuo no enye wa bebre saa enti nsem amanfo keka se school fo no na wonya nsuo nware na wo kwakosa nsuo na nsuo form no school impenfo chirim se nukura bia anim na so sane akwapim ne beka se mprempren woni PTA asinkonya ohwe hu ne se ne yesi ya no ebi ensan NCB mu amanse ba danso abiam na manebo eno no Osofo share agudie ne mabunu abrabo so my Ghana mu Owura Mustafa Yusuf ka kire Ghana bibiman se won soro waka na hihye no a aban dia ba ama bibiman nyina no akobenkromu de ebo bram ene Africa Continental Free Trade Area afternoon ewo adwuma mu kwan wo business so so hunimdie a wo a ebetime tutu anamode wakoyeye mu pam wo se sa o kan wani a enipa opepepe ba ko ne achipo miensa 1.3 billion ene we bibimemu na sa o keka kasika ye betime die ni adada ne no so a 3.4 trillion US dollars ene we bibimemu ni nyina ne se obibini Ghana ni abrantie fa wese suna ye bribi na so de ni ntwa mentemfi every Ghana nkwa bibrema man ka yeso na aboa ma yeye etimi aba wonso so abrabom
Say, aban from mwa a obetimi aye na ye de ato fa peno de amankofo no mo akasa free won pem ebie enwuma if say dwane we be memu dadanom ebi ne you start ebi ne National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program NEIP Youth in Agric National Youth Volunteer Program any de tete say what they asem we say atodwa e de agina so ahye mabunu ne den sa wanyere won ho wakamfo se wo ye bidie nenso enka heya
Mbobuno mo Africa nyina African Union and da say ye dey celebrate mbobunu no mo Africa and nsema e be kan won say Ghana ye nim initiatives are His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo or the atudwa ebua mbobunu. Even though your African Youth Day, we use the opportunity to tell Ghanaian youth the various opportunities are ye the atudwa. Your National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan. Ye training young people on more entrepreneurial ideas and innovation. Apart from that, your Youth Start program now is to engage over 100,000 youth in various youth businesses. Apart from that, yes, our youth and employment agencies are almost roll out various youth initiatives. Your youth in agriculture, because the huge opportunity that exists in the agri value chain is very huge.
Onipoka say Yora Mustafa Yusuf for year Youth and Sports Minister. Nediachi Deputy Chief Executive Officer Ewo NYA Era Akosia Menu so sre mabunu se enkabomuni adwumaden ede omu bedru ho.
Yeah, your NY, your program, if any step program, skills towards employability and productivity. You saw in Bebunasi, your chum skills are a bebo, I'm on start your mom juma. So far, it is sana better. Obehun say one of the things are you say me more interest in a satellite installation. Or the support and say because the main thing on but as an aside, no, the bomb. So no, you're bomb with a kit out best start on one business. Yeah, the Bimusa training more at the PAM 6 months was your basics, no. Make us say no cry, no be share at the PAM for one factory, with your minimum of 1,400 Ghana cedis. Ebia nendoso, what will be the anchor, a be mano. And it's our opportunities in kitty dear, but Osha reduce the rate of unemployment.
Oni person ni Era Akosia Menu, Deputy Chief Executive, National Youth Authority. Now Director for Institutional Matters and Programs Coordinator, Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, Prudence Sabehazi, Edway and Etoso.
Movement of young Africans, which has resulted in a brain drain in the past. And today we think they are going to Europe, to America, to look for opportunities. So what we are telling them today is that opportunities are in Africa. It's a matter of awareness. Some of them may not know that now Africa is opening up borders to them. If they are not able to find opportunities within their countries, they are free to move around Africa before they go to Europe, where they be probably mistreated. Opportunities are there. Of course, those who can see them will see what I'm telling you. Why the rest of the world is coming to Africa and Africans are running away from Africa? I think that's a question we have to ask.
Onipa yetine ne echeyi aye Prudence Sabehazi wonoya Director Institutional Matters and Programs Coordination our Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat.
Oti sikadwa kofiso asante kotoko hene na ase tutu abebiu abo ahemfu bia konya hwe ama mpenifo yi wadinse na ahemfu bi ene nana kwakuku amotosomienu manfo manhene nana asamoa jemfi sekire otosomienu ensuta manhene nana akomia sechi tutu ampem abo ntem hene nana ofe kusiredu chirapatre hene weni ahemfo a wadinse edi akire tikokoso na wose kokoso kasa emu no de to ahemfo yanim se asase bako ayeton ede ma nipa mienu miensa ene na ekeka ho no wompekura ni tikokobo ene ode ma ahemfo se wonim na asase ye wowo okoton ma nipa bako mienu ni miensa na bepie nanimu a woni wo bika
Waba kache no Midday micha hantai yeji akonwa de boy po mempe wato asase ama obi koba ya wato mienu safa na de man ro asa akoton o me ye re-entry ya an me mani na mhwemo na me ba bi ehye bia me yaba na no te mo nya botre akonwa de ma wa mo me mfa no kre ne do ani manenye di won fa no ho oba kro no mo amode
Asante kotoko hene na se tutu ababiu nanane na etwagu ye na ahemfo yebo makonwa yi won so kasa yebo nanano ho ba so obe no betumi bia de aboa mo wonkonwa no ani atimi abanyam wodi sem se yatudwa
Dikai ede asidama yewra efrese nipa edoso ena nso ohwemu na ode akonyan mame medanase na afi mahye no bonso se adwuma ode ahye men menim seso nso meye amanase nani
yewra de na se kese ne de ma no efise waka amiate asese ono ho ne tumi wo nti ono so ne yehwe ene ayi bibia nti onde na se kese ene de ma yewra se woka asanteman abomu amana ye krabehwe ewuwi ase afana nyina
medanase na ne panyina na besa se de akonyan tumada ho acha say papa wuye 5 years ni no that's what the amamia o say me de na se na ayi de man pa am so no na me bu no
empanyifo bi a yabo na konwa na wagina so adinse e de a kire Asante Kotoko hene wonne na etwagu yi Samson Kwamenya Meche ene bobo amane boyi ano
Opania be de kira wo hwenkita hudie so Ghana Authority eye Owura Kofi Ataka Krakusi na wadi nsem bia piedwa di chechire mu se efibra yesese Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park ni wie ye no bosome yetiminya 1.1 million Ghana cedis efri ho abosome be se enum enie yi ene yesese wie omampani na nado kokko bie anom na Owura Kofi Ataka Krakusi chechire mu no se na enum ho bi ne de na abosome omanya ena na sika no empemiensa 3000 Ghana cedis ana no mutiminya na bosome ane sense sie ne kwa wieye yi aka kuma bi na 1.1 million Ghana cedis ana wo mu enyam Ghana fo bowura ho kwa kwhwe ani so ade a eye 25 Ghana cedis no tua na ahoho atua 100 Ghana cedis
Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park before say renovation no ebekoso ama tourist alcohol no and before that no na emusha revenue are generating monthly 3,000 Ghana cedis. Zesenia, the Honorable Minister Dr. Wal Edutu Jano. In recent times, monthly generating close to about 1.1 million Ghana cedis. In Zusha, by the close of the year, we are looking at raking in a number of revenue to the national kitty. See the baby bois amaya domestic tourism no so Akan we actually and say a bit bois ama tourism a didn't man ever ye minimo. Na tourism say nyina ye ni ko ho a ebeboa ama oman no so etimi adiye so tourism ebe ye number 1 foreign exchange ena ebeboa ye pa
na eno achi wakasaye ema nchirechiremu ahodo ewo emiamia ahodo etimi kobo ye ni akonhoma titiriu ene Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum ne die yi ene mfaso a ewo ma oman no
mene ukase tourism number 3 number 3 4 foreign exchange ena na ye hwese tourism ebetimi every ababe gina number 1 na etimi aboa o mine domestically and internationally for tourists people of African descent womu nyina eba womu ko ye various tourist sites and attractions and eboa ama generate so much revenue to say nia Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park etimi generate 1.1 million tourists 1.1 million Ghana cedis monthly coming from the hills of 3,000 Ghana cedis a month before say it was renovated.
Na ne krokro no yensantre for ye ko ho ne Ghana fo bi ya edi ho ahemfre edi nkita ho ebisa de omo ba ye omo hu ye ne de nti a omo ba ye mpo.
Yeah, you give a lot of history and how you feel like when you live here, like something you're proud of. And I liked the ideas you had. Not much, but I did read all on the museum and what about the speech you had when you became president and so.
I don't know what I have to say, but we love it.
Modernizing I come as the first in the nase a painting you're modernizing and the come up.
This is my second time, but as they did the reopening, this is my first time coming here. I think it's nice and better than what I used to know. And I think I'm about to enter into deep to know more about this place and the new renovation that they made and the things that are new here.
Oh, and they can me to me is here say, but in brain and me chim. I'm saying, dear, my member send has here. And mum the here and dear, miniaje papa, Ghana wadio ye.
Onipa and I nipa te won ni ye Ghana for ni amono ne ade hye bia Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park womo ekọ hokobo weni akonhoma Prince bafo asamwai sanrane konongo Jackie Chan na manini
Franka 240 birabato na no memeda na NPP fo edi ekogu ye sese yaka wona wonkondo so okopere mra sebedwa di bre e wa bato mpeso ahodo no eso no eyimu abato wenche bebre NPP fo edi be hyehyɛ so we na ma hafo mantam no so afo rumnyamfo George Boache esere NPP amanyoku ni manyina se abato wode ba be hyehyɛ so ye mu die no primaries no obesere sese nipa mienu kwa akopere a wonhwe hu ni se wonsema a wo kan be wi akire no enkoye ensema ebebo amanyoku no esanse mpinfo eyi omanim na Franka tupre di bre no kra no wope no asen central amara bedwani ena Ghana mampenya bi de kiri abato ne kire mpinfo agina asimpie so kire se onuado wo ntam ayonkofa wo ntam ne wohia ene se amanyoku no beka wo ho abomu enu nti se wo akwa primra se bedwadi bre no wantumi amwa ama ayonkofa ne nuado ampinfo ebo ho dewuri antumi ambamu a na tese mpipa amanyoku no o hawpa ena wo pe ede amano urumnyamfo George Boache egina so no wasere mra se bedwafo se efa ne fanka eno nkyere se abonti so ni mbefa nkodi wana no support A ena wana wo support B ni nyina no wonhwe hunu so beka wo ho abomu na breaking the 8 ne so di hunu akoye twa apia MPP ni bia wibie no ebetumi abamu ne nkonko ba se yensem kan keke urumnyamfo George Boache ene Atiawen Muhammad ena twetwe nkomoyi
sisi aka head back parliamentary primaries no eno so ye one year ya managing well betimi de papemu aba party no den so be sere amanfo obi anya akoma so edu si a we dey papemu bebe so ye disagree to agree so it is ye to aba ni wie na obi ebe ni bia ni nya de kore ya atanachi na ye campaign ye mu no mesere mu o mi sisi nton ye ho because say oton nipa no in a negative way na in the final analysis no oba be di nkunima na afi na o kan chamanfo say de o kan obo ana oni an person o kan bibia be ma amanfo say edi pa na wona ne contest ni ni papa so na wona entoma so ba betu be wie no o hwehwehwe ma na nokure bia ni enti mesrem mama e attack personalities e betima attack issues but personalities in there mama e attack o mo na ewia enyina nkambo se de be ya e forces no e betima maintain na tu na aka no etima baje aka ho
urumnyamfo George Boache kasa biam di tudwa se breaking the 8 ni so di hunu no enya ba kofo adwuma efiri soro ebesi fom obi bia hia bi na breaking the 8 na tumi abam enti wo sre NPP amanyoku ni ba bia se wonya ni chefa emfamwa
see the hiamaye and say o say that contest na ye family contest we there contest room ni there papemu ebabam 2 year no em say side kura ye bida you see wa Accra Sports Stadium first of its kind na contestants ni na share do be a pledging support say oboboa ama party no etimi akore ni zitro say the honorable candidate Japan sikasa ye no em say there there na ehyen kran enu nti I was say eba from her yeah e wo avan ebisi because eba ye no obi a wo di na chi de du ba bia so obi a oni akoma no so hu so odi ni fa kokra ohu a onja say enya adwo de ofrio de otio enya adwo enyina fakore na yemfa so party na manunko say ye ni vice president a teacher for be any Kennedy bio any adeni mobile any former agriculture minister bio ye nyina ye MPP for ma say ade kiwo ye fight na mu say ye be united ti mesre party for say ye nyina enye united
ahafo mantam ne so afo rumnyamfo George Boache opanyine ye ne na mutiye wone Atiawen Muhammad Success FM ena twetwe nkomoyi
na anopo no pa adwuma ye di ewo OKFM ene Nita FM so no komobo ebi akoso a kakra wo kasebo emu ba ko ye political scientist a o Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Dr. Amache Boateng ni susuye na wo se o my Ghana bakosemu afi 2024 abato no de wonimpa se gidie emu pensempense mu asem ebeba efise breeding kan kroman na bakosemu a party bia kwakoyi kremoni sa wonya Franka tunim etuonim se afeda abato ne de gidie anasa osom a obi ewomu no ehun senkan yesetie biara ebeba campaign mu
Ghana yabakosemu no yenya obia oya Muslim obedi o mine so that this is going to become an issue in next year's election.
Okay. Religion is a factor.
It is going to become a factor.
Why?
It's a very difficult question to answer, but it is going to become a factor for reasons at times very difficult to explain. So a country no overly dominated by Muslims. Nigeria say for some reason the country's history any Muslim to become a leader now a first one ever na akwa yeti said ye bi wo
na enuachi Dr. Amache Boateng susu say Dr. Baumia nipa obebo ne chidom no e wo se oye obia obetimi aboa ama de ne nkonkochia na ebetimi agina mfinfin
ohia running mates nko a obema ticket no a balance onipa obi a o say nipa simasi die obata papa yi hu ereto ama ohia obisa so far onipa bi ani ho a na nso bi ani ni ho nipa supat na nso ni bi o ho a ya na ha twin ya na bro so dodo die hia obi ani na nso no so ense say you re nso free say Dr. Bawumia ticket no is going to become a controversial ticket.
Dr. Amache Boateng ne Kwame Nkrumah ne di nkomoi na Nita FM so na Magerius Ajima tipunu tie no chairman wuntumi Bernard Ntwibu asia kono no so ewo ho edi nkomoyi efa foforo na wo se sade mantambia prese Dr. Bawumia de obebo ni chidom running mate be free ho no wo mo so a wasante pribisa pepepe
ya party no actually say Franka Tuni no ono na be propose na o propose via na on the ababa neck na party no enso abobo ho ahwe say ye begia tumo a and the mra no aka eno ti aba ni say ya amai ni nyina no na 16 regions ni nyina obi a lobe no sa so ana asantima ya so ya pebi na di aba ha say because party na koma ne brabo eni ni ba bia no ewo asanteman temu ha ba asanteman mu so to a aka ayade a aka eyepa but ni nyina chi onyankopon oni leader e da kasa ba asanteman mu so to a ayade a party na ni beje na yetimi anyo ye ho aye dwuma so we have the men as so baako na seduru ha da asante no baako pe ene de ne beko
Ora Bernard Ntwibu asia ko ya sanma ne chema wontumi one Mageri osai Ajima na edisa enkomoi na asem yi fa foforo enso enipa omudi apiepie mu ebi nwomesua so for Dr. Osai Awadutwum ono achi Church of Pentecost asori ne titrani a na otoso enum Apostle Professor Kwadwo Nimfo Opoku Onyina Omenyi Energy Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Afei enkrato ho sofo onmunyamfo Esla usu ekufo Majority leader onmunyamfo Osei Mensa Bonsu ana Central Mrashe Bedwani onmunyamfo Kennedy akomprako Japan nyina din apiepiem se damba bi emu baako ebetimi aye running mate omanfo gene sei
Centrofo bebre ono obi ti say Osei Mensa Bonsu majority leader no omofa na obetimi abo na amatimi awini
Ompa Kennedy ani epo no na say so fata no ye.
So me no edina baba out no de me sure say current education minister no Edutwum ebia no ono ana say na point that two no de se ba konya surprise me.
Me person can ya president me patch me run mate ni de was second the phone me pa second can de Japan.
Patch kame nko a nkonfa ken nye vice president. Onyi Osei Mensa Bonsu. We momu de ya me kan say on chusu asantini but aso obetwusu na po hwan ni we say ni de. Ene de ebe depend on one nti on hwe asantini a one no kita one philosophy a o metimi de move o man no a on fa no. Se akoye say onu ye north no MPP ni so no akanfo na dominate nti we nya ankani ame support a ebe ye din.
Omanfo agyenkyere eni Elizabeth Agyen ene boa no ebaye eye Peace FM Prem to Brekase ye homeso ni ajaboafo nkrato yeba
so wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardburn no a e de na se woye na se woyam so atim so
wo be packing na farmer Martin's liver salt akira kwan entem ahwie nsu agu glass mo ate Martin's liver salt no ba kwa no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wanom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so ye plain
wonu mu a ohu beto nemum edi na nu na ho nto wo a ko hu doctor
Uwia koto prekope amemrunkuma dani esum kabisi mframa boni abodwaben memu asanti dwaben hema na nakosi echama otoso miensa bata nkase ekokura amayeti nisuo Sante ni otufo setu abebio Sante hema na namekwa di otoso miensa Santi Dwabenhene da Sibro Tusibo Tosu Emienu, Nu Dwabenhene da Sibro Kubuati Otosu Miensa, Nehema na Dwaben Sewa Otosu Miensa, Santi Bakwane, na Nasa Kudwa Bibio, Ona Nehema na Nadu Prama Otosu Miensa. Dwaben, Nia Santi Bekwai, na Santi Memo, na Nanma Yukufuna, the Yao Sia Mansanse, Ye Dia Santi Dwabenhema, na Nakosue Chama Otosu Miensa, na Ochida. Abusumi Dubakuya Nankro 9th November, Yawada, Ewa Asanti Dwaben, Professor Edubuahi Dwabirimu. Dwaben enum dade abuye munti awukude 8th November obetena se edin kuntunkuni de Professor Edubuahi Dwabirimu ansana na de kyen Yawada 9th November no yedina awotweda nankasa ewu Dwaben Santi Dwaben Nu Dwaben ni Asante Bekwai na nanmo etonsa aframansa se enyina meboa ama Asante Dwaben hema na nakosue chama na awotwede enye kama sachira hema due o due deminifa due Dwaben man yako.
Happy delightful June. Washulala, swashulala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we ain't a bread and fifi. The monster fridge man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be here. How come that's about relaxing way? So I know when you're. Let's say what the chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby, I bring you all day long. One of fruit juice. I'm happy delight. One different flavors. Different size. You number 1 letter. Number from NG 150. And now 250 ml. A baby healthy life shows on your supermarket. Happy life fruit juice. Loaded with taste.
Mitro kakamio, minuro kakamio. Kakamian poku ya mwasi anansio.
Peace FM.
Kusi anansi muno mfwe.
Peace FM. Mambo for 1
Oku ya
Peace FM. Peace FM.
Tune it in. Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.
Peace FM. Peace FM.
Anya na awie yento hye enso yebeka hye yebeka nkuro ensem enti eye community watch kase bona dwesio ye de bramu ukwada emma what men can do women can do better emedwane ye frɛ sɛ mema wo hi o mambia maye ye woje hane sa wokɔ ena sadak Sadat ambe Sadak sese bridge na kotia o se Allah ana Sadat o se beje na edin no enti Emmanuel Dwane amana kamema ene ye ko nkromienu so ye bebo modin se be wie nkromienu no nyina Sadat o kwan
meko achim apoemantemu
ye nyina ye gina apoemantemu aha achim kro ben
achim kra ye frɛ no achim so abe
yo yankwe
achim so abe ena mikui payo send na usiri say
atamfo send a message omomra mekan
okay achim kra your friend no achim so abe eho ena community watch ene ye kwakopie na achim so abe ewo denchembo mensini mu eben akotia ewo apoemantemu na nipa beye mpim du 10,000 ene di wonkui ewo kroimu efiri achim so abe ekwo wo mensina hinkro eye kwansini beye edu eni akire mita duasape na wadru akwatia adihye ne yakuafo odo koko odo menken odo bode odo bro na wosatu afuma gudie mani bi ewo ho no mo pa na yebisa adihye ne se mukro ni din no mo bone sen
achim swabe yefa achim swabe
achim swabe
achim swabe
achim swabe achim swabe achim swabe achim swabe achim swabe
achim swabe la achim swabe
achim swabe enya achim swabe oh fine na bretu abusu apanyini opanyi ya okradu yebisa na nase na nei mukro edin abakɔsɛm ɛte akyiri ɛne sɛn
bra ɔkɔne bae no na yɛmpanifo no ɛyɛ soabe aduanafo ɛna ɔmo yɛ adehye enti ɔkɔne bae no mu dwane no ɔmo ne bretuni abro abako a yɛfɛ no gyawa ɛne dwane yɛ ɛna ɔmo kɔ soabe dada enti ɔmo kɔ soabe dada no saa bere no mu no ɔmo dwane no aduanafo no gyaa ɔmo akonnwa ɛwɔ kwam na browa gyawa no a ɔyɛ bretuni no ɛna ɔsan n'akyi ɛkɔfa aduanafo no akonnwa ɛde brɛ wɔn saa tam na ɔmo opu dada enti ɔmo firi hɔ no baabi a yɛwɔ siesie no na yɛ kuro foforɔ mu na ɔmo bɛ fam wɔ ha enti ɔmo hwɛ din no na nnipa no ɛdɔɔso no ɛna ɔmo tu firi hɔ ɛde ba ha sei na ɔmo wɔ baabi a ɔmo wɔ dada mu no na ɔmo bɛsi kɔ fam enti ɔmo kɔ fam a ɔmo dɔɔso enti wɔadu ne nkwanta so a na ɔkɔ enti sɛ ɔmo yɛ adwuma wie na sɛ ɔmo ba na aba bi si hɔ ɛhɔ na obi edu a ɔsoɛ ɛtwa ne nua na ɔgye na hɔme enti sɛ wona abɛdi kan a yɛsɛ wodu abɛnase a soɛ medi ka akɔsoɛ wɔ abɛnase ɛna ɛkɔyɛ soapɛ enti akonnwa no a ɔmo gyaeɛ no aberewa gyawa no a ɔyɛ bretuni ɛna aduanafo mpanimfoɔ no ka kyerɛ no sɛ mmɔdenbɔ no a wabɔ ama yɛ nti ɛsɛ nyɛ wo a anka akonnwa yera enti yɛbɔpɔ amankrado akonnwa ɛde ama abretufoɔ na ɛyɛ a soapɛ amankrado akonnwa ɛba soapɛ ɛno no yɛaperewa no mmɔdenbɔ wobɔ
opanyin yɛ okradu bretu abusuapanyin akyem so abɛ kuro yɛ abakwasɛm ɛna nana asane mu yi na ɛno akyire no barima amoa boaten otoso mienu akyem so abɛ hene nana akyire mu sɛ usuan ɛde kyerɛ akyem wanchi osiewu division akyem obuakɔ na matena konwa da sebre nyako asomadu apia nana nso akyire nsɛmu sɛ
on say Emran say unye two your friend say and so kata so they are taking too long to do that. Then many BC in Akasa say because one is a danger friend is dangerous so be too even though the mining winner is on the outskirts in Nikromankasa but any to me chair say be a kolebi na no kotamre and you know they carry back up, you know, ebinomo enye. But the long and short, you know, I have reported the issue to the DC and I reported it to your friend is saying, Diamond, Akotia phone, GCD, they are the Bejama, Machon Crata said, in terms of one Baha Abu, and to only minus no anti Mevena, Sebi, Mevena, and I'm on inquiry. Then I'll advise myself and I'll take it higher. But you know, I'm working on it. Right. I'm working on this seriously. Me 200 more. Say DC in it by maybe me the chair no your con home. I'm my coffee that rose and so only by the say, you know, I think it's that system and search for the use of the wrong word.
Berma amoa boaten otoso mienu akyem so abɛhene wo hawa wokomu ɛna na kyerɛkyerɛ mu yi na adehye ne bi nso hawa wokomu no woni Peace FM kase bo ɛkyɛ ni sei
ɛya rehuo ma yɛn pa asesoabe citizen aye fi soabe yɛte ka mu kura no mo kan ne yɛni awu ase yɛ de yɛnto aba asesoabe ne yɛto aba pa ko aba to ho MPP ne NDC ha ne yɛko ho pa mo hwɛ de yɛbiri gyae opani bia nanso da yɛ sɛ oba be yɛbiri no ɛde ama yɛn ene drivers ne fa ha omu suro ntu du oda na sa de yɛsa kakra price omu pɛ no ana omu gye asa na omu aba kuro bia wu udi agro be dada awunya ka enfam kuro bia mu
ye mu chichi yɛn pa fisa ensuo no started to to a ye bridge ni nya kra even si ekodu oda kra mpo na omu so omu mma no mo fisa ka ne ba omu di agro mba senke akọ bridge na ase eti omu pese omu be ba ha no mo o kakra na omu ye o eti ekwan ye die yesra aban yesra no yensada yensayem onbua yen efa ye kwan yi hu
kura ye bridge no ama ye problem be play esi ama ka bia kura fa ka kura de abakuru ha kura e yasam ma ye kwan ye bibia gataga ye bibia kwan a omba ye free eyi mreso nyina omatwa ye kuro ye dwa ye oman so ye to aba wa ha
so abade shebi ni enie kwabena fori okopie mu ho den na hu ye
Wabra Peace FM Community Watch yekopie mu wo akyem so abe krom nim ebo apro de fa krom nim nyina ne ehun se akwan wo krom nim wo de enya ade a eso ani Nimpo covert omaye ewo kuro ni mu a na nkomo de eye kwan no ade se ehu nyina epiepia anwe kata ho ni nyina ayiyi a ebi kura ntokuro adedem a se enkwala edi agronom kofa so a ehu pa afenso kwan efi achim wanchi di kopiem wo so abe ho no mo no enya ade se eye kura enti ama achen bebri empese ombeko se obedu achim wanchi na se okọ ho no ma na chese wo se wo fa motu enya sa ade wunya ehyen bia emfa nkokuru ni mu afenso aka akra no wapie kuro ni mu no bridge a obefa so no enya de se eye kura bridge no ayehu nanso empanifo a omo de nchembo district chirimu a engineers behwe ye no nya de se ka afa so a ehu die nanso se minumie de nam so a yehu se bridge no ehu pa efa ayaresabia ho nsam so de enye dadwen ma kromafo no isanse omo wo clinic wo ho no ma se obi hu dodo na obetimi akopie mu ho school ho nsam so omo how ba ko a ewo ho ene se akyerɛkyerɛfo no omo ba na omo sa akɔ
Kwabinafori ne wode nani ehu ye ene wakyekire mu ede akyerɛ Peace FM kasebo yi denchembo mensini krache wodumanyamfo se to fosu bre crying enso ene sentrefo kasaya wo kyerem sen samso ne de enhyehyɛ egu apono so pa mpinfo behwe na waye nsisi ede amade hye no
bridge no issues kakra honi ye feeder roads kwan na the kwan ni ma contract ititama bridge ni yes and ye ma feeder roads for behwe because near pese ye close bridge no na amfa disaster biya ma but omo bae no ma yeti asese structures ni omo testing ni bibia no ahodi wo enchen na aye enchen na every about the main structure never from New York. It no on budget ko as assembly plan ye budget to see say a bit me aye bibia fa ho but the budget was huge. It is since then no we be monitoring it almost feeder rules for so e ba behwe it we are doing all we can say we will fix it. In fact from layman view no it looks a little bit dangerous but the experts never share ya mobile no mu say the main form structure and they still are one thing.
Odumanyamfo set to for rebre crying. Odumanyamfo yine ena mutiye. Kwabinafori eda monbo ifrachim da ena de ebesomo ye.
Yada sujina poema ntemu na weidi Michael Krofi ena koye. Na ebuwa kwa nofu kropomu we poema ntemu kro a yedru su sesei obodnase. Na kro kase nipa wo mubro apem wamu ye kuya pa kokwa fo ho omo mudua mo kwadu bode banche eni atoso de afei eba enuaba etisa anka no ne ade nso a wo ye ade wo free achemtafo ekọ bodna se eye brofo kwensli kilometer ne be se dunan pe eye frama fo bebre ne wo ho etudru ho akasa bi te se kuapem tripon latte afei eve krobo kasa achem ankasa ena afei enkran nana ansa hineku ani odikro ya wo ho nansa ne nana be kasa no yemi so manfo se me kan obodna se eyesa
obodanase
epacho obodanase
edem we no babesia dwane ho amadru kwada wia kra wontena office obetu ka sesie so wo hwa ade aba community watch obodanase we ka betimi abone simple ipa mebo na kutie wonimne ho ma me bia makwafo nana ansa hineku nana wadaroma baya bakosem
yɛte sɛ ɛbo ya uhu ya ɛwɔ hɔ yi ɛyɛ bo kɛse ɛnyɛ bo ketewa a kyɛ sɛ aseɛ nyame na hyɛ da yɛ ne saa a kyɛ sɛ tetefoɔ no baa no wɔn mu nya baabi nna no na mso okay yɛn na ha na yɛmfa no yɛ koko mfuo na yɛmfa nye yɛ mfuo na bere kwa nim na fe koko no sɔre na fe yɛnya sika ne yɛtɔ yɛn kyɛnse ne ade a ne yɛbɔ yɛn kura ase nti abutan yɛ siwɔ yi ɛno ase na tetefoɔ no edi kan ɛdaeɛ de dɔ ɔmo fuo na kɔba nsaa wɔn dɔbɔ na ase wɔn dɔbɔ dan na ase wɔn dɔbɔ na nsaa na akɔkɔyɛ ediam kyɛ sɛ abɛyɛ atran a enko biom nti sa ne koye ache over 130 years somewhere around 1906 to 19 07 honum no mbae achepa
no mu fifa
oh obi afi so manyafo ka ho akuapemfo ka ho adanfo ka ho ningofo ka ho pon eni dodowafo so many groups ne ba ha enye one particular group bi nti obi aba omdi dada ho saa afi mura adwuma no sori no obi abo na kura later on no yehu se no e se ye nyina ye gubu wo faako se nye be ya bibi ba ne ye cha obi ansa be ka ne de nya fe ni ye ka so yenko we ekura ekura ni ade no ise se no obi aba one area me no ka se ya ye hia wo ha ya me kire kire oni mamusa no
aha muso mo hene be
odukuro na wo ha ni am no ka se mi na me odukuro no tafo hene na du se piasa na am so den tu oche hene esan se tafo hene na sa se ne ne dia
kwan be na mo fa so de bo eye dan na wo ho na eye bo dan na wo so eye am bo ho ban
oh dabi enu ase wo ho che se wo da ho ase unsuro
no so sia no eye bibi eye bibi mamu
oh
enso mo bobi
oh dabi so sia ni bue ba ya obi anya ni dan o timi ni ade no ye fan se bia ye fan ye bibi se tourist center na se bibi of that nature no ye dwene ho nya che se si ho se ni si ho na nana ansa hinaku nana mo wa ha obi ana yedi kan no lord kwan na me ka kire no efiri tafo e de ba obodo asa no in fact no kura nyamianum enyenyenyenyenye na fe kuro no so ye hia public toilet ye individual ones but eno no enso bo nke se aye ba ha na individual ones na mboa ye ntinka ye nya aban muwa e wo public toilet aka beboa ye pa na fe sa uncompleted PSS yi so eno so yade a ne hia moa pa cause baby aye kwa kodo still ye hia ska ho enti lord kwan e na public toilet e na fe uncompleted PSS no na ade a ho hia me pa so so in case awo kan obi na ekwan na se a gise wodu no tra bibimu na wasoa na se bibi etesa enti kwan de hayem cause dem fan so awo kan obi na nso etoyi ne connect na fe bibi na se bia koko was ti ahata ka betumi abefa no esanse kwan na se enti no koko no ese nipa soa no se so ahodi ni ho sa enti no edi enya wo nyema bibiri ho
mo so ade kwan
tafo
mo so koko fi akọ tafo
oh yes ya to koko de ko because kwan ne nye no ye nana munue nana ansa hinaku eni na omanfo nso so mo hawo ne sayin
mfo bi nyima bia akase obewu na ebia ofreka efikuroma be fana ya na network na ndimboa because driver bia ti hanu ma be kan say bia ye koni fi akofre na na bibi aman kola na kra no o my city7 no enkoso because our computer no ba on timi mbo search enya bibia anti anu so affect say bia yo ho na ba timi tira say bia dua we ase na bibia ase no ukọ ho abetimi enya ba o free ho dia ebi wo ha unya uso data kra dia enya kra anti no anu so affect stress mo be boa ye na etimi asisi network post wa ha bema ICT7 no so akosura mai na communication ni aman anu so be kosura
oh nsio ta kwan ni e na apese okokrom so aka asu ni ho ni na ha
kwan no se na ye nti drivers for ya mo tiro mo wa se e bosses kra na se amafo gu station akra na ayesa na ka tu yo mo ya ba ku driver ba ku pene da ono ya na ka ne tu ya ne ya because of kwan no onya okokrom so a onya bi ma aha nti no ekwane de woso mo hwe na omo ye mai ehia pa isoto akwa no so ye pa okwa techa obetiti mu kwa chi se o chi na mo su ti esro mo obi are ne pese ye kwa de we akwa na ahwe kra po ni pa no kra bedu na yare ni bi asa be kan because of erosion no kan ba msesa nti ne de so open for kra ne de ne kwa ha no
omanfo hawo ni sei no mo kan ye de kire Michael Akrofi na Michael anka so okoye so de wo hu ye eto ho nkra eni
eye nokre se adehye ne omanfo a won mo oboda na ase omo ye akuafo omo ko hawo mu pa esanse kwan a ebo omo de omnema efa so ekofa eye Koko Research Institute a ye twaniti a efre creek mu ekwa atemtafo no ekwan ne nyenyenyenyenye nokwasem wa abra Peace FM Community Watch ye ba no ya fa na hogro so esanse unya etra eye Koko Research Institute a efre creek na ekwan na aka ni nyina ye kwanfo ekwan ne nyenyenye ba kusi ye ba hyan ye kura no ya fa na hogroso na efa eye moto etena so anso na ebepie mu ewa hanom na mpo ebo no enye boketwa we echese adehye ne omanfo ha wa mode ato yanim no enukre trodo se aban enhwe na brano no wontwa saa kwan yeso emfa mbo atomamufo a wonom wa ha aha ene yehu se adehye ne omanfo bi a wo ye akuafo a wonom do Koko so obo homodin na wo ti Koko wie na obo ehata na edubra so de koma Koko krachi eto a obesa afasi wa pampam na wabokehye na wode akɔ ɛyɛ achemtafo a ɛnyɛ kwanwa kilometer no ɛyɛ du 14 kilometers na wokɔ a wasan anante ɛde aba wabra wadi dwa ɛde aba ɔmanfo no bi kyerɛ sɛ sika ne sa ɛgye ya na munya ɛmfa ma wobɛtɔ nam bɛdi dwa bɛwie no na ɛbɛka wo nsɛm no ɛyɛ kumaa bi ɛno ɛkyerɛ sɛ ankakwan ne yɛ ɛna kaa ɛba mmara no a akɛbɛbɔ ma asetwa mu paa nti bra so yi aban hwɛ ne wɔnyɛ ɔmo kwan titiriw ɛma ɔmo ɛno akyi no nso no ɛyɛ akuafo a ɔmo dɔ ndɔbaeɛ no ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma nso ɔmo san ɛso ade ba kurom ɛyɛ ɔha ɔmo ɛno nti anka ɔmo nya ɛyɛ edwa kumaa bi wɔ ha na atɔ ɔmo aba bɛtɔ akɔtɔn ɛba na ɔmo bɛtɔ wɔ ha mom ɛde kɔ nkura kɛse mu ɛkɔtɔn a anka ɛbɛbɔ mo ti yɛnyɛ nsiesie ne yɛnyɛ edwa bi ɛwɔ ha mom ɛno akyi no wobɛhu sɛ nipa abokuo na ɔmo tena baabi anaasɛ ɔmo egyina baabi a na ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔmo anya bibi o na mmom network na ɔmo hwehwɛ de ato nkra network ho yɛ den ɛwɔ ha no ma kyerɛ sɛ bra ɔbɛbrɛ ansa na wadi kita ho no ɛnya asɛm ketewa ɛno nso yɛ ɔhaw kɛse a ɛda ɔmo kɔn mu ɛsan sɛ ɛha sukuu ɛha adwadie ɛha ɛyɛ asetra mu paa ɔmo sɛ aban ɛbɛhwɛ na wɔnyɛ ɔmo mboa
Michael Akrofi amanebo eni na ohunu wewi amanansi ha Municipal Chief Executive of Abuakwa North Kropom Alhaji Umar Budinga one ne kwakasaye
Obudansi is one of the community ya ewo Abuakwa North enukure womo kwan no be 6 months ago and minya reshaping from feeder roads of 10 kilometers and the usheye Obudansi electoral area comprising with Lobby and he almost reshape here from Lobby to Tafo Creek Hornmo at take 4.4 kilometers and ombe shipu Obudansi Wakre to Obudansi and also a 4 kilometers and your friends and yebe shipu from BDSC Junction up to BDSC baby yani ekopim baby yani new job in North Eboshi. And yes, shape here because of a feeder rules. And so a tutoy a ton and senya ena ema a quino ayebasa. But however, it's a routine your friends and what can be free assemblyman na omrano on putu a friends in writing on famrana measures a make circle feeder rules for a cosram se ombetimia omra metucha.
You. Ejafe na obetro omo assembly member atraba na wodi akwa feeder roads for no mahwe why eti obodanfo montwen honorable Budinga why mo betene nka Michael Akrofi ana de amanebo ibaye ahanso ana kaseboi esi ensem wode brem na awie no de na edi akotene ewo mu bi na edidi soyi
Adwadifo nka bomuko Trade Union Congress mpanyifo wani swadi hunu adwadifo eni swadi hunu eye Workers Manifesto waka ho asemada ne de mpanyifo so wonje na amamuo ni gina ise ne nsusuye mu no mpanyifo mfa nka ho bi na emboa won so wondwumadie ahodo Perfecter of sentiment ku a enhye abayase ebo mrete bedwafo abaso pa se wohwe eko a woko na wode apre nipa setena mu yidi a esu ani dodo asante mantemu hene eye ote kokoso na se tutu ababio e de to ahemfo a isuan eche sikadwa kofi nyina asase wo na woton de manipa mienu miensa na ebepie nanimu a ene oni wo bi kapa Ghana fo bi so kire wona dwen nipa osusu se o se fata se o mampanyina be di kire obo na chi dom medo kwa afimpi no ene adunu nan abatuo mu community watch ene yekopie mu ewa poema ntemu a meje me ho gina se we ene premto bra kase po emu nsem awie yi
Akan kanfo a muti yenken eyeme nana ya kunadu menen
Sadat Mohammed
Asede weche de ma MTN baby an MTN wo ho ntine mra ne everywhere you go here choose table net no Susie about center for CB men capsules ye bembe yo Johnson na meyi anu apibia nom CB women oba kwa fichiro te ya wenkabone wa himfia wadro no ye de CB soap ye pedicure our pharmacy chemical and herbal stores 0247 111671 and 0246 578750 Levels Herbal Limited What the levels natural capsules aba mema ne me nyina fa level bra bema tenkeja no adum wabo 69 wasi utrase ye pejauti wo hia levels obanso ejane dum kojo tompa de wode ehya ase biun eye levels hwehwe bi na ma ware enso etufo be ko repash wo kan hia na colina kokumase 0599 056 033 0599 056 033 and 0599 670 402. This way chocolate drink. Cocoa son faso kain. Ewie do hia ka ho a. Eni sushi. Ye mamu nyina ha.
Peace FM. Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.